Sir, can you tell us the future which ICSS holds for Auchi Polytechnic as a community?
The Department of Business
Thank you very much.
Administration.
The future is skills. In the world today, not only Nigeria, the issue of having number of certificates on conventional education is over. All you need is to get skilled certificate. And ICSS, being a skill-oriented certification, will say it all. By the time we are able to make our people, like the way we have started, make our people acquire these skill certificates, then the issue of having to go and look for a job is over by our graduates.
So before now, I think precisely from when Obasanjo was the president of the country, he emphasized entrepreneurship. I think after then it was introduced into school. Everyone must be a part of must studying that entrepreneurship course. Now, does it mean it is that particular style is not really effective?
Yes, the style of entrepreneur. Before you can become an entrepreneur, you need the skills. You have to start from the basis. The entrepreneurship they started before was just at the middle of the course. Before you can become an entrepreneur, what makes you an entrepreneur is if you have something to actually exhibit, something to rely upon. But with this formation of skills acquisition, the entrepreneurship can now be incorporated, and now the sky will be your limit.
So we are now moving from the stage of theory to the stage of innovation, practical, and creativity.
Very well, very well.
So we are transferring the students from academic to industry.
Yes, obviously that is what we intend to do now. What we wish to do is, yes, we are not saying that you should not acquire academic certificate. Please acquire it. It's very necessary. We are not saying that it's completely useless. But in the Nigerian economy today, can you rely on your academic certificate? Can it put food on your table? How many of us every year, we turn out about 600,000 graduates? I was at NYSC head office yesterday, and we discussed about this. We turn out about 600,000 graduates. Where are the jobs? Look at federal civil service. It's not up to 30,000 put together. You are turning 600,000. Where are you going to give them this job? And Nigeria is so blessed, so diverse in everything you can think of. By the time these children has this hand-on, then the sky will be our limit.
Okay, sir, you have started training the trainers, right?
Yes.
Those we saw today, you're going to transfer the knowledge to the students.
Very well.
Which means you are looking forward to having everybody in this institution as an entrepreneur.
Very well.
Whether by practice or by profession.
Very well.
Now, you gave out a very wonderful challenge by saying you give out 50 million to, under the research fund, give out 50 million to any group that will come up with development of a 10-seater mini bus powered by solar. Now, can you emphatically express that again to show your commitment to that process?
Yes, I have actually been passionate about skills. I've been very, very passionate about skills. And over time, we have actually been wasting the resources we have on this academic research that does not take us anywhere. And that's the reason why I came up with this challenge. We have actually the manpower, but they were never challenged. And the reason why I have to do it this way is to put them on their toes, to challenge them, let them come up with something that we can show the world that yes, Auchi Polytechnic is on the path of skills, is on the path of entrepreneur, and is on the path of practicability of what they learn from their classes. With this challenge of 50 million, that 50 million is not actually going to be part of what they are going to use for the research. The 50 million is just a honorarium given to anybody or a group of persons that could be able to achieve this challenge I have put in before them. I want bus powered by solar, locally made. Let it be seen to be local. I don't want it to be imported and somebody tell me that this. No. I want something locally made that we can present anywhere and say this is developed by Auchi Polytechnic.
So before now, people come to say the projects that we write before we round up our program is supposed to be useful out there because there's always a problem and solution. They say this problem we buy them, I mean, this research work we throw them out. We don't even study them to see what opportunity they carry for us as a people.
My brother Mickey, that's the systems we find ourselves. I went to conferences in so many countries, not under the sponsorship of government, under my personal sponsorship, because I'm passionate about research. I went to Ghana. If there is a conference going, international conference going on in Ghana, you see their Ministry of Science and Technology, you see their Ministry of Education. Personnel, they will be there to annex some of the papers that were produced. And what do they need it for? They need it to go and analyze them and bring in the expert that has actually done that research to put them in practice. I was invited from Ghana at a time, but of course I couldn't go. But now, what we are looking at is no longer paper research. We want hand-on research. We want research that will now put food on people's table. We want research that you can now say, yes, I am the innovator of this facility, the innovator of that facility. That is the kind of research we want. And by God's grace, I'm going to modify the minds of the staffs of Auchi Polytechnic to be that kind of hands-on research. Research that is practically oriented, research that will produce some meaningful infrastructures to the use of the Nigerian society.
That is mind blowing, sir. You did mention that you were in a meeting with DG NYSC and one other person. Can you please tell us about that meeting?
Yes, I was. There was this discrimination against some students of the Polytechnic, which we think is unnecessary. Some of our students that graduated from ND part-time in some schools. I don't do part-time in Auchi Poly, but some of those that graduated from part-time from some of the polytechnics, even if they go through the normal regular course for HND, they will deny them access for youth service. And that is unacceptable. That is not good enough. The certificate you have at ND ends at ND. The certificate that will guarantee you to go for service, it's not any certificate. It's HND certificate. So why should HND certificate now be? Why should any certificate be now used as a requirement for you to go for service? That's why we said, okay, when we had meeting of a committee of polytechnic rectors, we decided to say, okay, no, this is unacceptable. I now wrote to the executive secretary of MBT, who now said, well, let us write to DG NYSC, then from there we can take it off. We went there, we wrote, he invited us, and then we went there, we took it off with him. We told him that, no, this is unacceptable. We are not saying that a wrong thing should be done, but for whatever reason, try to look at the distance of this young man. No young man will want to go to Polytechnic and come out without attending to youth service. We have already been stigmatized. We have already been reduced. That HND is not equivalent to BSc, and so many demeaning attitude and experiences we have. If you now decided to say they can no longer go for NYS, you are now making us
killing the system.
Yes, you are killing the system and making the system not to be able to actually stand by itself. Because most of the people that would have come to Polytechnic will prefer to stay 20 years and get admission into the university. And let me shock you, Mr. Mickey. These same people that pass through part-time, they will find themselves in the university and they will be mobilized without problem.
That is true. Sir, you say you don't run part-time in school. I think you have, is it evening school or SPAT?
Our own is evening program.
Evening, but they call it SPAT. I think
No.
Of
that was then. Okay. But now what we have is evening program.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So we have morning program, we have evening program.
So that discrimination is not applicable to students from the evening program?
No, our school students in evening program, all of them have their jam scores.
Oh, I get the point.
Yes.
The point. So can you quickly I did interview you on phone the last time. You said you met 54 programs running in school here, and now you've been able to take those programs to 92 programs.
Yes.
Which means you have added 38 programs.
Very well.
I mean, can you share your experience just in a few words?
When I came, I realized that there is dwindling enrollment in the Polytechnic. I now realize that there are so many programs that are going on elsewhere that we don't really have here. I came from Kaduna Polytechnic. As at the time I left Kaduna Polytechnic, they have 96 programs. Then, that was 2022. When I came here, I found out that we are left with only 24 programs. I said, no, this is unacceptable. I cannot be the rector of this school and live in the way it is. I now started the drive. I look at some of the courses that actually current courses, the modern courses like mechatronics, like petroleum and gas processing, like computer engineering, like welding and fabrication, like supply chain management, like library science, like human resource, IA, that is artificial intelligence, networking, skill cyber security. Then I now also look at the area of mass comm, where you are actually an expert. I now look at media. I also look at film making. I look at media and photography. I look at film making. I look at journalism, and so on and so forth. I now decided to say, well, with this we can actually boost the school, and we can make it to compare with other of its contemporaries. If we are talking about polytechnics, the only polytechnics you can compare with Auchi Polytechnics, Yaba Tech, Kaduna Polytechnic.
These are the three polytechnics we hear in that register.
Yes. So I have to take it up. I have to step it up so that it can be at par with the other two polytechnics.
So you said they NUC just approved for you top-up program.
Yes.
So can we tell
please
tell
the HOD holders congratulations. Those going to Lokoja, those going to Benin, those going to Abraka, those going to Oka, tell them that something is back home now.
My friend there is in Futa Akure.
Futa Akure, please come back. It's back home now.
So when is that program starting?
We are actually going to start by January. We are going to start our admission by January. We would have started by December, but it's filled up with programs because we are hosting seniors, polytechnic senior staff games as from 4th of December till 16th of December. So because of that, we will not have the time to start concentrating on enrolling this top-up program. But for the top-up program, we are going to start with many courses, as many as 14 courses.
14.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like you to appreciate your team member who have really supported you to achieve all of these things that you are now bragging about.
Yes, I'm boasting because I have a very, very formidable team. I have a formidable team. My 2 deputies are wonderful. My registrar, a very wonderful woman. My newly appointed librarian and bursar, they are newly appointed. They are all cooperating. Because whenever I used to have a weekly meeting with my team to address what must have happened last week and then think about what will happen the next week. So that is why we have actually been up and doing to make sure that we take the school to its highest level.
So I must congratulate you, sir. All of these things I can see. So long I can see, there's no how I can, have any doubt. But whenever anybody raises any question as per the way you are running the school, we always come to you to get clarification.
No problem. Whenever and wherever, I'll be free to be accosted. If you come to my office or you ask my staffs, they will tell you my accessibility. This morning, I was at the sport complex. I was there because those that cannot come to my office for one reason or other, they can access me at the sport complex.
Okay, now, sir, I almost forgot this, but let me just make this request before you. I saw this this firefighting truck at the maintenance and maintenance works and maintenance department, and I made some inquiries. For now, it's not being assessed by the public. Please, I would like you to work on that. Maybe you will give us a phone number to give out so that we all have it.
I think that is very, very wrong. When there was a fire outbreak at the first level, that accident,
yes,
it was my fire service that when they
responded.
When there was also fire outbreak at the road, it was I have never been called and we renege. We take from here to Uru when there are firefights. But be it as it may, a lot of people may not even know that we have firefighting equipment.
Yes.
So I will get the number of the person who is in charge of the fire service. Then I will forward the number to you or the numbers to you, so that you can disseminate them.
Yes.
You can make them, most especially this time around, when the dry season has started coming. There will be a lot of outbreaks here and there.
Yes.
We are accessible and we are ready and we charge no one naira. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
So you know, by blood you are a Northerner, but by adoption you are from Edo North, and of course the Giwa. You are the Giwa of Auchi Kingdom, which means you are a son of the soil. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
We are happy to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
My pleasure.